Welcome back to the Gameskeeper's Cottage Diaries. Welcome back to Gameskeeper's Cottage. It's the end of the week before Christmas and we're down here by the stable block, and we're going to be doing a bit more of the stables renovation this time. So what we're up to this time is we're going to be replacing all of the shiplap cladding on this end. As you can see, there's a number of holes and rotten pieces. Apologies for the wind noise if you can hear it. We're in the aftermath of Storm Pia. So yesterday, when it was impossible to film due to the noise, I managed to cut to length half of the wood that I'm going to need and give it a first coat of paint. So I'm going to crack on now and get the rest of the wood cut to length and get it all painted with a first coat for some of them and a second coat for the others. And I'll get back to you later on when we've made some progress. Good morning, it's the next day. Still windy, so I'm hiding here in the entrance to the stables at the moment. So yesterday we managed to finish off cutting to length and 2 coats of the ash black paint onto all of the 20 pieces of shiplap cladding that we need for this job. So you can see them there stacked over on the background on some bricks temporarily. So now we're going to crack on, and it's time to get the crowbar out and the hammer, and we'll start off initially by just removing firstly the Christmas decoration and then removing the old rotten cladding, and then we'll start fitting the new. So I'll check back in with you later on. It's about an hour later and demolition of the old cladding is going well. We're about halfway through, so probably another hour or so's work just to get the rest of it off, and then we can start putting the new cladding on, which will hopefully be a fairly quick job. Another hour or so later, it's still windy, and we have removed all of the old cladding, which is now just dumped here, and it's time to crack on with putting the new cladding on. So I'll update you in a little bit later. A quick progress update. As you can see, we've got the first 4 rows of the new shiplap in place, and it's looking a lot better than it was before. You might notice the wood at the top looks slightly different colour than the new shiplap. That's because when we fitted it earlier in the year, we only actually put one coat of the black ash paint on it, so we will need to give that another coat probably in the spring, just to get the colour to look the same. But even at the moment, with the slight difference in colour, it is still looking a lot better than it was before. I've been going for about an hour and a half now extra, and we're about 2/3 done on the new cladding, and it's a definite improvement on the previous. And as you can tell, the wind still hasn't died down, very noisy. But hopefully another 3/4 an hour or so, we should be done with the full end, and then that's this end of the stables done, apart from a little bit of painting. We're now down to the last piece, which is going to have to be a partial piece to go along the bottom there. I'm going to have to cut a couple of centimetres off the length, so I'll be doing that and then fitting this final piece, and then that's the cladding finished. And that's the final partial bit at the bottom added. So all that's left now is a bit of tidying up, and then tomorrow just need to do a bit of painting of this edge here, and then that's this end of the stable block finished. All that remains is for me to thank you for watching, and ask that if you enjoyed the video, please support the channel by liking, subscribing and commenting.